So, my dear student, here exercise 2.5. It's a question number 11. From there, we are starting. Factorize. The question is factorize. Factorize of whose? Let's see. The question is 27x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 9xyz. Fine. So, dear student, how to do this? Okay, this is quite different than the other questions. That's why here I am showing you how to go with that. Okay, simple. Here the another equation for that we have to write a cube, b cube, c cube minus 3a, b, c. These are the factors. Once again, I am explaining. First, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. Okay. Now in that you can, in place of abc, you can choose xyz also. Then quite the equation will become this way: x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Right. Now simply I should say, if this is a, first term is a, then it is the cube of which number? We know 27 is a cube of 3. Here it is 3x whole cube, this is y cube, this is z cube. As I know here minus 3, here it will be minus always. First term is 3x, second term y, and third term is z. Simple, this much only. So next step will be, we need to write here, first term is 3x, observe carefully, plus second term y, third term is z. This we need to mention in first bracket. In second bracket, we need to write x square plus y square plus z square minus 3xy minus this is yz, second term, third term, means 3xy not, here it is only xy minus yz minus zx. This is coming. Once again I am explaining what is that exactly. See here, look at your screen. This is actually first term. You can consider xyz also. If not, then x square plus y square plus z square in another bracket, xy yz zx. Right? This we need to write in another bracket. First bracket, first term 3x, y second term, z third term. Now putting this value here, this is 3x, y, z. Here it will be 3x and y, here y and z, and here z and 3x. Fine. So let's simplify it. Okay. So the first bracket already with us. This bracket I am mentioning it as it is. In another bracket, 3x square. We know 3x square will be 9x square plus y square plus z square minus 3x into y, that is 3xy, y into z, yz, minus 3z into 3x, 3xz. This is the complete solution. Dear student, as we are doing this identity first time, so once again I am explaining to you. Look at your screen and see. First term, a cube, b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. Fine. If not, then as I told you, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. This is the equation. Now, what is the it's a separation. Its the factors are in first bracket a plus b plus c, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. As you know, a means first term 3x, b means second term y, and third term z. Here first term square is 3x square, that is 9x square, this is y square, and this is z square, minus a into b. First term and second term, it's a product, that is 3xy. Second term, third term product, this, and third term and first term, it's the product is this. So this is the complete solution of question number 11. So, my dear student, here question number 12 we are given verify that x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equal to 1 half in first bracket x plus y plus z bracket over. In another bracket, first term we are given x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square bracket over. This is the question. So here we are going to begin it with RHS. Here you can see two parts are there. This is LHS and this is RHS. So my dear student, I am starting with RHS and let's try to solve. First what we are given, I am mentioning it here. It's not possible to write all in a same line for me, but you also mention it in a proper way in a same line. Fine, this we are given. So dear student, how to solve C? We need to focus on these three terms. This is the squaring of the binomial. You know very well. Second identity we need to apply here. Here equal to sign is equal to 1 half x plus y plus z. Let me keep it as it is. Now I am beginning. I am beginning means I am starting from here. So you know very well x minus y whole square can be written as x square minus 2xy plus y square. Right? Plus next step y minus z whole square can be written as y square minus 2yz plus z square. Z minus x whole square can be written as z square minus 2xz xz plus x square. Fine. So this is the simplification of all these three terms by putting the identity. You know very well which identity. Second identity we apply and we got three terms. These three terms and these three terms. Right. Let's work out upon that. 1 half x plus y plus z is already there. Now in bracket you can see x square plus x square. When I write 2x square, y square plus y square, it will be 2y square. Z square plus z square, that is 2z square. And now remaining three terms are minus 2xy minus 2yz and this minus 2xz. This is the complete. First, in this step, look at your screen and see. First, we have simplified this thing through the identity. We got this value. Square wala identity we applied here. And we got this value. So, here also same thing. And nothing x square plus x square 2x square. Y square plus y square 2y square. Z square plus z square 2z square and rest of the three remaining terms I have mentioned. Now you can see something is common from this 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All the way 2 is common in all these terms. Okay. So dear student, here I am taking out 2 common from these three. Okay. Let's see how to do. So dear student, here the question is in continuation. Okay, the first term already here with us 1 half x plus y plus z, and as I show you we are taking out 2 common. So if I taking 2 common, then this will be left inside. You can see minus xy minus yz minus zx. Clear? Now you can see this 2 will be cancelled with this 2 because this 2 in denominator, this in numerator. So what is left with us? We will have this in one bracket. In another bracket we will have this. And as we know that this is itself an identity which we have studied in question number 12. And this identity, its solution is, this is the cube identity, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. This is the identity and this is the equal to which you have already proved in the Question number 11. So this is LHS part. So I need to write this is LHS. Hence it is verified. Hence very here. Question number 13 is in front of you, student. If x plus y plus z equal to 0, then show that x cube plus y cube plus z cube equal to 3xyz. Fine. This is the question, which is quite easy. Now we have what we are given here. We are given x plus y plus z equal to 0. Therefore, can I say x plus y equal to this z I am transposing to right side. So it will become minus z, right? X plus y equal to minus z. Now cubing both the sides, okay? What we are doing? Cubing means we are doing the squaring. We know we are habitual of doing squaring. Here we in place of that we are doing cubing both the sides. Cubing both the sides. If we do the cubing, then here we will have x plus y and this side minus z. Fine. If I am cubing, means here I am writing 3 and here also 3. That is called cubing. Then what are the cube identity of this? We know that is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy and in bracket x plus y. That is cube wala identity. And of course minus z cube will be minus z cube because of negative and here odd number. So minus z cube. Don't forget to write this minus. Fine. Now dear student, suppose I am writing this. We know that x plus y. What is the value of x plus y? This already with us. The value of x plus y is minus z. So in place of this x plus y, I am going to write the value. Xy is already there. In place of xy, I am going to write z. Here to you. Here I am putting the value x plus y equal to minus z. So dear student, here we will have x cube plus y cube minus. Now if we multiply this with this, then what do we have? Just look at your screen. From here I am explaining x plus y whole cube equal to minus z cube. X cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y. This is the identity, cube identity minus z cube. Now in place of x plus y I am writing minus z. So multiplying this all these three term I will have here minus 3xyz. This is minus z cube. Now I am going to read this minus z cube to this side, so it will become plus, and this minus 3xyz I am bringing to right side, so it will become 3xyz, which is a required result. We can say this is true. Is true means what we are given, which is true, because we have to show this equal to, then show that this is yes. From this result we are able to find this result is true. This is quite important question for the examination purpose. Prepare it nicely. So my dear student, here question number 14, what we are given? The question we are given is, without actual calculating the cubes, find the value of each of the following. Right? So dear student, you can see the first we are given minus 12 whole cube plus 7 cube plus 5. Some of the students will quickly jump and they rush to multiply 12 into 12 into 12, and they will do 7 into 7 into 7 and 5 into 5 into 5, and whatever the answer will come they will add, right? But that is wrong technique, my dear student. Here clearly mentioned we have to apply. We do not have to calculate, but we have to apply the identity for that. Let's compare this as an x. So x equal to minus 12, y will be 7 and z will be 5. First of all, let's start x plus y plus z. Let's add all these three. What is the solution? Minus 12 plus 7 plus 5. So we know minus 12, 7 plus 5 is 12. So it is coming 0. You know, dear student, when x plus y plus z equal to 0, this result when do we have? Then simply we can say the identity. When we apply the cube of all this, then it will be. So we need to mention x cube plus y cube plus z cube equal to 3xyz. It means that what is x here? Minus 12 cube, y 7 cube, z 5 cube, which we are given in the question, that will be equal to 3 into x, y, and this is z. What is x? You can see here. If we go with that, then x is minus 12, y 7, and z 5. Simple, we need to multiply. You know very well how to go with that. We know we need to multiply 12 3 ja 36. It will be minus 7 5 ja 35. When you multiply 36 with 35, then you will get the answer 1260. Do it in a rough column. The multiplication of these two numbers coming this 1260, and because of this minus, answer is. So without calculating, you can say the cube of these three given numbers is coming minus 1260, which is quite easy. Simple, 3xyz we have to do. First step, we need to prove x plus y plus z equal to 0. If it is 0, then we can say the cube of these three, its a sum is 3xyz. 3 into x into y into z. Finish. The answer is here. Let's see the second of the same type question. So, my dear student, the question number 14. It's the second question. What we are given? Let's note down. The question which we are given is 28 cube. Here we are given 28 cube. Then minus 15 cube. Fine. And we are given minus 13 cube. Fine. So, my dear student, let's see how to go with that, which is quite easy. We are comparing x, that is 28. Fine. What is y? I am mentioning y is here minus 15. Fine. Comma z is minus 30. Fine. This is the value of x, y, z I separated. Now let me add. First is here 28. Okay. Minus 15 in bracket and minus 13 in bracket. Dear student, here we know minus 15 minus 13 is minus 28. Same sign addition. 28 minus 28 is 0. So first result we have proved that x plus y plus z equal to 0. Means sum of the all three numbers which we are given to find its a sum of its a cube. There it is coming 0. X plus y plus z equal to 0. Now we know that if is it so, then we can say this is very important result with us. X cube plus y cube plus z cube, that will be equal to 3xyz. In that, what is x? That is 28. Y minus 15. Z minus 13. So, my dear student, here again I am explaining. This is 28 first term, then minus 15 minus 13. So, here first term x 28 minus 15 and minus. So, dear student, we need to multiply. But here you can see minus minus will be plus. Minus minus will be plus. So, answer will come in plus. So, let's multiply. Let's multiply it in rough column. Let's start 3 into 28. First you do that. And 15 into 13. Minus minus already plus. and then multiply all the way all 4 terms. The final answer that will come 16, 15 3 ja, 15 3 ja, 45, and this is with 13. So my answer is coming here after multiplying this in rough column. 4 8, 28, 16. So it is coming 16380. This is the product of all three numbers. This is the solution of second part of question number 14. I hope it's clear to you. Here, question number 15 of exercise 2.5 is in front of you. Let me read the question. Give possible expression for the length and breadth of each of the following rectangles in which their areas are given. So dear student, here in the question we are given the area. We have to split it. Split means we have to split it such a way so that we should have the factors and we can mention the length and the breadth according to that. Fine. So here first we are given area equal to 25a square minus 35a plus 12. Fine. So we need to have the factors of such a number such a that so that their area should be, we can write in a factorization form in a dimension of the area into length and breadth. Fine. So let's work out. This is first we are given. So first of all, I need to go with this. Observe carefully. 25a square minus 35a plus 12. Now first let's multiply this with this. First term into last term. As usual, you know by middle term splitting method. 25 into 12. If we multiply 25 by 12, then it will be 300, you know, right? But if I make a factor, then here 5 into 5, this will have 3 into 4. Fine. So simple, if I go with this, then which type of factor I have? 5 3 are 15, 5 4 are 20. Means if I write 20 and 15, then sum of there will be 35. Fine. This is the technique of making their pair on such a way factors should be arranged so that we should have the middle term. As we want minus 35 as a middle term, so first this term and this numerical term I have multiplied. Sorry, I have got its factors and I am making a arrangement such a way 5 4 are 20 and this 15 gives the result 35. But dear student, please remember the sign will remain minus. So according to that, we need to mention here area equal to, this is the question. So 25a square minus 20a minus 15a plus 12. Here you can see these two are the factors. Okay, this is the middle term splitting. Now arrange them, make a pair and take out common from it. Okay. So here phi a will be common. So here what will be left? Phi a, 5 4 are 20. Here 3 common. So 3 5 are 15. Because of this minus sign, the sign will be changed here and this will be 4. So 5a minus 4 in one bracket, another bracket 5a minus 3. So dear student, here we are having two factors in front of us. One of them we will consider as a length and another we will consider as a breadth. So we can mention length equal to a minus 4 and breadth can be 5a minus 2. These are possible expression for the length and breadth in unit. This is unit. This is also units. Yeah, you can mention this is possible expressions. This is possible expressions. Up to here clear? So the second part of question 15, here we are given area equal to 35y square plus 13y minus 12. So same procedure we are going to apply for this algebraic expression. First term 35y square, middle term 13y minus 12. We should have the factors of this 35 into 12 such a factor so that the sum should be 13 or their difference should be 13. Okay, so let's have this factor of this 5 7 ja we know. What about this? We know 12 can be written as 3 4 ja 12. So what are the possible factors? Let's try. If we arrange them such a way, then 7 4 ja 28. 5 3 ja 15. So if we subtract 28 minus 15, then we will have the result 30. Fine. So dear student, this way we need to mention area equal to 35y square plus 28y minus 15y minus 12. So let's make a pair. If we make a pair from these two, of course, 7y common. So here it will be 5y plus 4 minus, here we can take out 3 common, so 5y, and the sign will be changed here. Both of these brackets similar, so one time I am writing here 5y plus 4 and this is 7y minus 3. So these two are the factors which we are gaining. So dear student, the length will be, what will be the length? Of course, the length will be 5y plus 4 and the breadth will be 7y minus 3. So these are the possible factors. You can say this is possible expressions. This is possible expression for the length and breadth, and this can be mentioned is also in units. So here at the back side you can mention this is also units, this is also unit, as they are the length and breadth, they are the dimension of the given rectangular figure. So my dear student, here question number 16 is in front of you. The question I am reading for you. What are the possible expressions for the dimension of the cuboids whose volumes are given below? Fine. Volume we are given. Volume is a three-dimensional, right? Cuboid figure. So we will have volume 3x square minus 12x. Okay. So let's find its factors first. Okay. So what it will be? Let's see. The question is in that 3x square minus 12x. If I want to have the factors of this, then simple. I need to take out 3 common. Both of them 3 4 are 12. Beside this, x is also common. So what is left? That is x minus 4 will be left. Fine. So possible expression for cuboid are. Therefore, we need to mention possible expressions for the cuboid are, which are they? We need to mention length, breadth and height. Okay. So simple, I should say length equal to this three factors I am separating this way. So length will be, I am considering length is suppose 3. Then what about breadth? Breadth we can consider as x unit, and of course height. Third is height. So that is I am considering x minus 2, and that is along with the unit. So I need to mention this is 3 units, x units, and this is x minus 4. It's not necessary that 3 must be for length. It can be for height also. It can be for breadth also. then the height can be 3 also. That is not necessary, but simply this question implies that the volume is a three dimension, in that length and breadth and height. Cuboid figure, 3D figure. For that length, breadth and height are. Let's see the second part of it. My dear student, here second part of question number 16. The volume we are given is 12 ky square plus 8 ky minus 20 k. So let's find its the factors. How to go with that? Let's find its the factors. So how to move with that? Let's see. First of all, we need to pick out something common. You can see k is present all the way. Beside this 12, 8, and minus 20, from that 4 is common. So 4k I am writing as a common factor. So 3 4 ja 12, then 4 2 ja 8, and of course 4 5 ja 20. K was already outside. So 4k and bracket in that 3y square plus 2y minus 5. Now for this it's okay, understood, but what to do with this? How to factorize this? This is factorization chapter we are learning, and this is the last question of question number 16. It's the second part. In this we need to factor with the factor of 3 into 5. We know 3 5 are 15. The factor of 15 splits such a way so that their subtraction should be plus 2. Plus 2, it means we need to write plus here, and this will be minus. So we will have the factors. I am writing it in this way. So 3y square, middle term splitting, that is here 5y minus 3y, and of course this minus here to you. This is for your understanding only, I have mentioned here. So dear student, next step will be, from first two steps something should be common. Which two steps? From first two pair, what is common? You can see y is common. If I take y common, then here inside 3y plus 5 left. Here nothing common from both of these brackets. So here one common. So outside the bracket minus. So we need to change the sign. So you can see here 4k is already there. 3y plus 5, 3y plus 5. They are similar. One time I am writing. And in another bracket, that is y minus y. Here to you. So dear student, here 4k, 3y plus 5, y minus a. These are the factors. So we need to write here possible expressions. Possible expressions. Here for the cuboid, है ना? Figure is cuboid. For the cuboid, R means length. I'm writing length. It will be 4k I am considering. Fine. This is 4k. What will be breadth? Then BREADTH, breadth will be y plus 5 units. And length, breadth and height. H height, height. That is y minus 1 units. Right? These are the possible expressions for the cuboid, as I taught you in the first part also. Same thing is here along with the units. Here I hope this is the easiest. You got the full idea about the full chapter polynomial we are completing here. So now updates. Okay, this is time to update that in the next coming video I am going to give you the clear view about the some important questions we are going to do as a practice. Okay, practice questions we are taking, which are quite important for the examination purpose and for the learning purpose also. So enhance your knowledge. Be ready, prepare yourself for the next coming video that is based on practice questions, some extra questions. Fine.